Imagine walking down a busy street, headphones in, eyes on your phone, when suddenly you notice a stranger staring at you a little too long. Their lips are moving, but no sound comes out. You take a second look and realize they're silently mouthing your full name, every syllable perfectly shaped, like they've known it forever. You don't know them. They don't know you. And yet it doesn't stop there. Another person walking past does the same thing. Then another. Before long, every random face you pass is silently whispering your name, like some secret code written across their mouths. At first you'd probably think it was a prank or maybe you were hallucinating. But what if this became a universal phenomenon? What if every stranger you ever crossed paths with, from subway stations to grocery stores, mouthed your full name without making a sound? The world would instantly shift into something unrecognizable. Names, once deeply personal markers of identity, would suddenly feel exposed, fragile, maybe even cursed. You'd never again be anonymous in a crowd. The comfort of blending into the background would vanish. Imagine stepping into Times Square or Shibuya Crossing and seeing thousands of lips moving in eerie silence, all forming your name like a wordless chant. The experience would feel less like reality and more like a glitch in the universe, as if the world itself were reminding you that you can never truly disappear. Psychologists would be baffled, debating whether this was mass hysteria, some new psychic connection, or a rewiring of human perception. Scientists would rush to test theories. Maybe our brains were broadcasting unique identity signals that others were involuntarily translating into silent speech. Perhaps names, those vibrations of sound we thought we invented, were actually part of a hidden layer of physics. A resonance embedded in our DNA that strangers can't help but echo back when we're near. It would be both terrifying and strangely beautiful, as though the universe had been holding on to a secret about identity all along. Social life would fracture in unpredictable ways. People with rare names might feel singled out, haunted by their uniqueness, while those with common names would see crowds of strangers silently mouthing the same thing at once, like an invisible choir. Introverts would dread leaving the house, their privacy shattered by constant unspoken recognition, while others might grow addicted to the attention, chasing the unsettling thrill of being seen and acknowledged everywhere they went. Criminals and fugitives would find hiding nearly impossible. Their names would betray them the moment they walked down a street. And celebrities? Imagine the nightmare. Millions of mouths all around the world silently shaping their names like a global obsession that never stops. Governments would scramble to understand if this phenomenon could be weaponized. Surveillance would change forever. No database could match the accuracy of a human swarm instinctively mouthing a target's name. Paranoia would spike. Suddenly, you'd never know if someone was watching you because everyone already seems to be. Friendships and relationships would warp too. The mystery of a stranger would be gone. First encounters would lose their spark because names, once exchanged as gifts of intimacy, would be stripped away in advance. A first date wouldn't begin with, "Hi, I'm," because the other person already knows, silently whispering it as you walk toward them. But maybe beneath the fear and strangeness, there would also be a profound sense of connection. What if the silent mouthing of names wasn't meant to expose us, but to remind us that no one is truly invisible? That even in the chaos of cities, in the flood of humanity, you are not just a face in the crowd. You are you, known and acknowledged. It would feel unsettling, yes, but also oddly intimate, like the universe reaching out through the lips of strangers to say, "You matter, you exist, and you cannot be erased." So the next time you imagine walking down a street and catching a stranger's lips moving with your name, ask yourself, would it feel like a nightmare of surveillance or the strangest, quietest kind of love letter from reality itself?